Sanford Stadium in Athens. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Anytime you step between the hedges and Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Reese?
All right, Holly. The Noles will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he added the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it to the right. Got some green grass. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
The Seminoles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quick give. It's Turner. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
To the air, it's Colson. Out wide left, it's Lopez. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Snapped on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Right side, it's Lopez. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Across the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I could throw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking for the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Coming out with it, it's Arrington. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Makes the quick grab. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! He got a step and just dusted the field. Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hits inside. It's Chroma. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Cuts it upfield. It's Turner. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They go to the counter. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. He's got 48 yards for them on the ground already in this 1st quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. They're going to run it to the right. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Colson. Complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period, 1st down here. Fresh center downs going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They just keep firing. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
3rd down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch, after the catch, making the play, getting the big 1st down. Now you're set up in great position to go get 6 with a 1st and goal opportunity.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in. If you're a ball carrier, you better get down. You keep trying to fight for extra yards, and you don't have your head on a swivel. Watch out, because these dudes lay the line.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Go! Drops back on first down. Oh, pressure's coming. Trying to get rid of it. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hotter.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good sign for this defense, man. The first 2 drives, they put scoring drives together, and they didn't get stops when they needed it. On the third downs, nice job coming up big on a third down, forcing the 4th down, and hopefully now getting off the field.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
On the move, it's Turner. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. They'll ride him again. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. He is in. Touchdown, Florida State. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
On the return, it's Arrington. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Second down to the air. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Throws to the back. Out wide right, it's Turner. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Noles peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Running inside, it's Turner. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Using his legs, it's Croma. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Colson. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Look out! Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Drop immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Back to pass, it's Colson. Right side, it's Boggs. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. A special teams penalty cost the D 15 yards as we start this drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Riley. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Changing the routes with his receivers. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Rushes on. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Hits the hole, it's Croma. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 5 team, the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Ducks in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken.
Snags it, and he's open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field. And this is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play fake. Under pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Off play action on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his target. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. He's loose. Inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Bulldog. Once he got some room, it was over. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 86-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive.
Oh, a lot of space. The 30. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Keeps it looking for room. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Leaves it in his belly. Knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Right back to it. Might have a chip. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Knowles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Florida State, 35. Georgia, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back to pass on second down. Moving out to the right. Blasted as he lets it go.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Making the adjustment on the play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run him again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, it's Chroma. There he goes. The 40, at the 30. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Long way to go on second down. Looking for space. It's Kroma. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that.
Makes a catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass.
Georgia, 21.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw one first. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. And the Dogs can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, looking for a man. They're all over him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Buys time to his left. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the move at the 30. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Booster, booster!
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Escapes the pressure going right. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Fields the punt. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. The give. Got an alley. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to take off. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fires to the right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
On play action. Oh, pressure's coming. Gets rid of it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do.
Enter! Hey! Enter! Splinter landing! Splinter landing!
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Rush right in his face. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Iron! Rush!
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he gets it away.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Georgia sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. On the return. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Turning it on. Past the 6. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might as well run him again.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Throwing right. The screen. He's got wheels. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what you've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop you.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Second and long here. This time they'll throw it. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Making the adjustment.
Wilson! Slog!
Motion from the back.
Duck! Move!
Snapped it, and he has to have it. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. The Dogs will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it inside the 30. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The ride. To the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're looking for an advantage to the right. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, keep the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Right back to the well. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game.
Turning on the Jets. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll give to Frazier. Last play of the game, and see if they can dress up that final score a little bit. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I